Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap playthrough with me, the Jonin Monkey. Today we are going to, well, faff about here and then move on to the mountains. Yes, we'll be doing a lot of mountain climbing. And I don't know why part of me felt like just trying to interact with everything. And, oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, we're talking to the fruit sir because this is what kingstones do. As you remember, they join together and then something will happen in the world. Usually what will happen is that a treasure chest appears. Like now, where the lights... Da-da-da-da. There you go. And thankfully it leaves a little mark on the map so that you're not spending ages wandering around for it. Something which I wish they did more often in Zelda games, to be honest, but... ah well. Anyway... we'll now move on to the mountains. We would have done this a lot sooner, but the bloody guard over there thinks he's all big despite the fact that he kicked his ass, and so he's telling us that we, the people who, let's not forget, have already been through a dungeon and taken on terrifying monsters, the guy who the king himself decided to appoint as the Picori envoy, needs to demonstrate that we can take care of ourselves. I'm probably more capable of handling this than you bloody snooty girl, but... yeah, just demonstrate. Talk to him and then just demonstrate the spin attack and then you'll be let through. And now it's travel montage time. Play music. And here we are at Mount Crenel, and let's see, looks like the only way we're getting through is that by blowing up that entrance. There we go. And, oh no, it's a business scrub. Well, maybe I can take care of it in other ways. Like, let's use the gust jar to blow the bush away. Ow, okay, ow. Like I said, gust jar to, ow. What the hell, he's immune to that? I guess I had to use the shield, not that I want to. Okay, yes, now, what are you going to give me? Oh, what are you going to tell me? Oh no. This handy tool, it wouldn't be something I'd have to do. Oh good. Well, since apparently we need an item to progress any further, it's time for a backtracking montage. But first we nick some bombs. Then, backtracking. And here we go, just take care of another business scrub in this room, like so. And then he gives you a bottle. Yeah, it might not seem like much, but in the Legend of Zelda series, bottles can be pretty useful, as you need them to keep potions inside, and occasionally one very useful item, which we'll actually see a little bit later of in the game. But for now, we have to use it for water. Because, by game logic, the best way to make plants grow, once we've finished messing around the item screen, is to dump water on them. That's right, folks. Gardening is just that easy. And I'm going to take some water because something tells me we're going to have to be doing this more than once. So yeah, onwards and upwards as we progress the... oh, bloody... yeah, I should probably explain. Something happened during the time when past me was recording the footage, and basically the two buttons were reversed, so occasionally, thanks to muscle memory, I'll hit the wrong button, so... actually, you'd think past me would have swapped the weapons around by now. You know, so that he... or at least assign a bottle, also not put the bottle in one of the buttons so that, oh, never mind. Anyway. Okay, so we're not allowed to climb this wall. Okay, yeah, I can see why. Rolling boulders are something we want to avoid. But yeah, we just blow up this wall and... ah! Fairies! Now we're talking. Yeah, fairies are pretty useful to have. See, touching one will replenish all of your health, but if you can trap one in a bottle, and I know it sounds horribly cruel, but just stay with me. If you trap one in a bottle, then they will instantly heal you the instant you die. So, yeah, they're incredibly useful to have when you're challenging the final boss, or just any boss for that matter. Saves you having to do it all over again. And, yeah, to remove the spiked wedge, we use the Gust Jar. Although, actually, what's strange thing about the Gust Jar? It's a very powerful suction device, and yet only certain objects are affected by it. As you saw back in the earlier parts of this video, we tried sucking up the fruit, nothing happened. We tried sucking up those enemies, nothing happened. All we had to do is suck it. All we can use it for in this area is to suck up spike webs. And one other enemy, but we'll see that in a bit. Oh yeah! Wandering. Round and round and round. And I apologise if my commentary isn't very exciting, it's just... yeah, I'll be honest, this part, since it's mostly just walking around the caves and dungeons trying to make our way through this very, very elaborate mountain, I may start fluffing and raving and trying to stall and pad for time until something more interesting happens. Ah, in the meantime, Iron Mask. These are one enemies that can be affected by the Gust Jar. Yes, Elzo, thank you. I figured out that much. There is another way to kill them aside from using the Gust Jar to pull off their mask, though. Slashing their backsides. There is no such thing as honor in the world of Legend of Zelda. Well, there probably is, but never mind. Anyway, yeah, once you remove their arms, they reveal themselves to be just little cute round bird things. And so, we will now begin sucking this guy's mask off, and indeed them as well. Yeah, those enemies you can suck into the Gust Jar and then use like a living bullet. But only those enemies for some reason. I mean, I can probably understand the choo-choo, but not those guys. Anyway. Elzo, what are you planning? Jumping into a tornado is never a good idea. You become a hot air balloon, huh? I had no idea your fabric could stretch that much, and honestly, I'm not sure how well a pointy hat would do good as a parachute or hang glider or whatever the heck you are. Never mind. At least we got across. I really shouldn't be questioning Zelda logic, to be honest. I mean, a few chapters ago, I was talking with someone who was the size of my toe. Or Link's toe. Anyway. Point is, we now come across another area, which... I've seen those flies before. Where have I seen them? Ah, never mind. I'm sure we just need to suck up these and... Oh, wait. This is another portal, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. There wouldn't be so many entrances for small people if this wasn't a portal to the Minish world. In other words, a shrinking pad. But that doesn't sound fancy enough, so we're calling it Minish Portal. There we go. Now all we have to do is jump on it and then press R. And then activate his incantation to... shrink. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, you can eventually skip this, and I probably will in later stages. And... oh my god, really, Elzo? Do you really have to comment on that? Seriously, we figured this out ages ago. That's why I asked you to perform the incantation and shrink. Oh, good lord. That's the kind of thing you say before we step onto it, not after it. Hey, say what you like about Navi, but at least you didn't point out the freaking obvious every single time. But yeah, but... wait a minute. Krenel hot spring water? Okay. I'll make a note of it if I ever come across any scenes that need hot spring water. But in the meantime, let's just... ow. Bloody webs. Okay. let's just, before we get started on what we're supposed to do next, let's take a slight detour up this tiny, tiny vine. Once we get over the fact that pebbles could stop us from walking. I'm surprised you can't climb over them. Yeah, this is one miniature dungeon, so we'll just slash our way through these guys. Avoid the very precarious rocks. Stepping through here and... okay. Who built these? How did the Minish get... how can you have spikes that are Minish size? Oh, never mind. What's... oh, bloody... this is many booby traps. Who built this? Did the Minish in the house really love this Kidstone that much? Ugh, never mind. Again, I shouldn't be questioning Zelda logic too much. Actually, no. You know what? I should. Who built that? Oh, well. Time to move on, because this is not what we're meant to be doing right now. No, what we're meant to be doing is going up there. Because as you see there's a very, very special seed up there, and we need to plant that near the cliff face in order to move on. So first we just slash these bugs down. Going through the pathway, roll underneath the sticks. And if you watch nature documentaries, you'll know that small things can carry objects bigger than themselves. I'm pretty sure Link wouldn't be able to do that on his own, but what the hey? We can now lift up seeds, so why not? It's time to progress and throw this down the... okay. Drop that at ourselves down the hole. Thank God Zelda just takes us straight back to the bit. And now, once we've grown back to full size, just need to hop on here. And suck up all these spiky webs. There we go. We just need to move on. And plant some water. In order to make the seed grow and... what the... oh no! Green seeds, the incredible hot spring water. Oh Christ, we got to go all the way back to get freaking water? Are you kidding? Oh jeez. Right, let's see if it's in here. Okay, let's get rid of the business scrub. Here we go, fire, bounce, spin, talk. Hammer the input. Oh, bombs, that's what we need. Well, no, I'm not interested in buying your bombs. I've got more than enough of my own. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think I know where it is now. Why didn't I do this earlier? Yeah, one thing you'll... if you're ever going to play The Legend of Zelda, one thing your senses should always tell you. Whenever there is something that looks suspiciously like an entrance next to the wall, blow it up. Because not every single... you'll hear the odd chiming sound. Not every single wall will have a crack in it to demonstrate that you can blow it up. It's a very strange Zelda logic. Oh, actually, it's not very strange Zelda logic, but... oh, geez, I'm screwing up language a lot. But, yeah, essentially, it's an old Zelda trick that occasionally you'll find secrets if you blow up a wall that's not actually... yeah, that's not actually cracked. Although, I'm very surprised Nintendo didn't put in any explanation for that. I guess they're assuming newbies would just get it. Or that no newbie plays Legend of Zelda. Interesting logic. But yeah, off we go through the passage in order to get Krenel hot spring water. Because apparently, seeds don't grow just from any type of water. No. They need the specific type. I mean, what plant works like that? I mean, seriously, when has there ever been a plant that throws the temperature of the water as a qualification for their growth? That's just... especially when the spring water is at the very base of the mountain. No plant evolves like that. If they would have died long ago if there wasn't any... oh, why do I bother questioning this? Ugh. It's bloody fringe logic that make you backtrack and look for bloody different type of water that's slightly hotter. And a rolling pebbles trying to kill me. Just great. Hey. Well, yes, now that we've got our suspiciously green water, join me next time when we continue climbing up this damn mountain. See you then.